Welcome to the HardSota Podcast, episode 13, with your hosts, Sean Bennett, Annie Albright, and Justin Rodemaker. This episode, we catch up now into 2021, hopefully a much better year. After catching up a little bit, we get into our top 10 influential albums, kind of spanning throughout our lives, and then we get into the HipHop Corner, where Poet Malone and soon-to-be-named artist Annie talk through a rap song. So stick around and enjoy. Well, I think it's all set up and ready to go. Annie, you say you have some big events going on. Some big events happening.
I got a promotion.
Nice.
But now I'm regretting it because I'm overwhelmed as hell.
Yeah. Promotions.
it's a nice paycheck though, so that's good. And then, I'm moving into a house with Chewy in June.
Whoa.
We don't know where or what, but we're gonna.
That's exciting.
Start looking. Yeah.
That's exciting.
I'm excited to have my own. Well, I guess our own.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's not much of a buyer's market
right now. I know it's not.
It's a little tough. My parents actually just sold their place in Vegas last week, which was they were very excited about because now they can actually find a place in Phoenix.
Yeah.
So
there's this place in Afton that looks super cool. It's kind of far away, but.
Oh, in Afton, Minnesota?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Pretty cool.
Nice. I like Afton. Yeah, Afton's nice.
Mm-hmm.
I've always wanted to go through the actual town. I've only just been to the ski hill.
Yeah, it's super cool. It's kind of a smaller town,
but
then it's kind of close to everything. So.
Yeah, you're still within driving distance and stuff, and it's it kind of reminds me Winona would be cooler if it was parked up further to the city, because Rochester's the closest thing, and it's a beautiful town, but it's I don't like anything else to do. There's nothing to do down here, so
That's true.
Where at least Duluth was big enough to where there was stuff going on and everything. But yeah, Afton sounds great.
Yeah, we're still looking around and everything.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, I'm kind of overwhelmed because I know we're first time buyers. We obviously have no clue what we're gonna do.
Right.
But
if we want, at the end, I have a song for each of you to read if you want.
Yes.
Let's sing.
I'm singing. This is Hip Hop Poetry Corner with Annie and Poet Malone.
Can I make it opera? From the top, make it drop.
Please don't.
What has proceed.
Please don't. You're not gonna get the same song again. Should do that too, though. Just give you the same song and have you sing it some other way.
Yeah.
Sign language. Spanish.
Spanglish?
No. I'll get the Spanish lyrics.
I was trying to figure out what voice I could use for Poet Malone, but I don't think I could do anything that wouldn't be just trying to be singing.
I'm kind of curious to see how WAP translates into Spanish.
I don't know any of those words. Puta? No. That means bitch.
I'm offended.
I don't remember my Spanish very well.
I don't remember wet or ass or pussy.
I don't know why you would need to. Maybe wet.
Yeah.
This towel's a little wet.
Agua. No.
This country smells like ass.
That smells like my car. I don't know. There was sweaty clothes from tubing and sledding, and now the smell just will not exit. So now I'm starting to wonder if there's spilled
milk,
because they had chocolate milk was being drank by a child, and I haven't noticed any spill. But at the same time, I'm there might have been a drip back there that I've missed and needs to be cleaned.
Yum.
That's some not fun drip to find. Stinky.
Mm-mm.
Anyway, should we get started on our influential music albums of our childhood? I think. Something that we wanted to talk about on this episode was our top 10 albums that kind of influenced our lives growing up, or it doesn't even have to be in our youth. Who wants to start with their...
Are we just going 10s all around, 9s all around, 8s?
Yeah, we can do it that way.
Sure. Okay. Start?
Go for it.
Yeah, so this is kind of a cheat right away, but it was my first album that I bought myself with allowance money. I forgot the word for allowance. It's Aretha Franklin's Greatest Hits.
Really?
Yeah. That was my first purchase as a 8-year-old. I'm like, I need this one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. What were some of the songs that were like, oh my gosh, this is my jam? Do you remember?
Yeah. Respect.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
And you make me feel like a natural woman.
Ah, thank you.
No choice.
And then you better think. Yeah.
Gotta do to me. That just brings me back to the movie Blues Brothers, because she's in there.
Yeah.
So, I watched that as a young kid. I actually really liked her music too, just not knowing who she was. Like, just seeing her in that movie, not knowing her name or anything like that, but I was like, oh, these songs are awesome. And
my poor dad, he had to sit on the couch and watch Ellen and I perform to Aretha Franklin and just be sassy at him, and he's like, good job.
Sounds like me with my girls.
Yeah.
They do it too. The Little Big, the stuff that I sent you guys, the skibbity wop bop bop. Mm-hmm. They literally will play all those songs that are at least appropriate. I'll steer them away if I can.
Is Little Big in there?
Scat.
No, it's not. Scat Man. That's a good one.
Scat Man.
Skibbity bitty bitty bop bop. Bop. That's an interesting first one. Mm-hmm. Sean, what would you say your number 10 was?
It's not really a band I like, but my mom likes them, so it's kind of nostalgic for me. But it's the band Alabama.
Interesting.
And the album's Cheap Seats.
What were some of the songs? Yeah, what were some of the songs?
That's really the only song I know, Cheap Seats.
Yeah.
But if I hear that song, I think of when I was younger in the dining room / living room upstairs, listening to it on CD.
Zeph and I's 6th grade teacher had Enema playing all the time, and she, to this day, and she was so right. She was like, every time you hear this song, you'll think of our class every day, and she was so right. I think about anytime I hear Enema, I'm like, oh, I'm back in 6th grade again. Cool. I was like, well played, Inception lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird how senses tie memories back to you.
Mm-hmm.
And
grapefruit is traumatic for me.
Like the smell or the taste?
Either. Mostly the smell.
Is it alcohol related?
No.
No?
It's injury related.
Oh.
Weird. Did he get in a wound?
I got, when I was, I don't know, after freshman year, college, I was working and I got my hand stuck in a saw. Oof.
And your first input was to be like, grapefruit now?
No, and they put 21 stitches in 3 fingers, and at the ER. The next day I went to a physical therapist, and she took out all but 6, so I could keep functionality in my fingers. But I had to clean it out with soap every day, and the soap I used was grapefruit.
Oh, yeah, that would scar you.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So that's my grapefruit story.
Yeah.
That's why I don't really like the grapefruit salsa either.
That makes sense. I'm not a big grapefruit fan either. Not for that reason, but...
I like actual grapefruit a lot.
Because it has its own spoon.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
The creepy-ass spoon, and then sometimes you put sugar on top.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of grapefruit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, even just the fruit, not the drink. But I can do it. I can suffer through it.
Okay.
Good tangent there.
Yeah.
I would probably say, because it was the first album that I remember, and actually, it's probably the first one that I remember. But Weird Al's "Running with Scissors," I'm gonna give a shout out to also Bad Hair Day and the Food albums too. But I think "Running with Scissors" was the one that we had playing constantly, which was they had the Star Wars parody in there of American Pie, and then what else was on there? The Jerry Springer song.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
The Eddie Vedder song.
Yep. Oh yeah, the Eddie Vedder song. That was a good one.
Now I just kind of burped.
Or like the Nine Inch Nails.
Oops.
The Nine Inch Nails Germs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm covered in germs, yeah. It's such a ridiculous album, but I grew up just like until I was maybe in 4th or 5th grade. Like the only albums that I would listen to were like jokey ones, like Weird Al, because I was like, I don't like music.
Yeah.
And
Have you ever seen his celebrity fake interviews with like Avril Lavigne and Paul McCartney?
no, but those sound
so
amazing.
Good. Yeah.
I love seeing him in stuff when he's in it, like when he just parodies himself in shows. In The Naked Gun, in the 3rd movie, he's in there.
Oh.
He's in the first one, or is it the second one?
Oh, maybe you're right.
He's in the second one too, because Drebin's getting off the plane.
That's right.
They're not here for you, Frank. Weird Al Yankovic's on the plane. Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, I think that was the second one.
Yeah, you're right.
That's a good scene. He thought all the press was there for him.
Yeah, I absolutely. And to this day, I even still find, like, today I went back and listened to a little bit of Weird Al just for the nostalgia of it. I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, this brings me right back.
Yeah.
All right, we're on to number 9.
Number 9. Okay, so mine is Shaky Graves, and it's the And the War Came album. So they're kind of a modern day folky rock kind of.
Okay.
Like Tony, we talked about that.
Yeah.
So Dearly Departed is one of the songs, and If Not For You, and those songs like I would play constantly, walking around with my earbuds in like Perth, and just exploring the city by myself when I had that time off from au pairing. So
sure.
I don't know. I really liked. I don't know. It just connects me to that spot, which is kind of cool.
Sure. So it was a more modern band. Sorry, and I just wanted to preface it that because I know, just trying to figure out the time. Yeah. So
It's
when
kinda
you
like
were in
2010, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. That's a cool face.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Microphone knows. My number 9. REO Speedwagon.
Mm.
High Infidelity.
Nice.
You don't think
Good
we would
pick.
know that? No. Well, I don't know that album really.
I more or less like REO Speedwagon more than just
Mhm.
that CD, but I didn't want to do a bunch of greatest hits albums. So,
I only have one.
Yeah, I
and
kept.
this is more of a shout out to my dad too.
Oh,
The
nice.
first one was for my mom, the second one was for my dad. Because he used to drag us to all the softball games when I was young, because he was 19 when I was born. So he still had
That's
to kind of live his childhood.
Right.
But REO Speedwagon would be something he'd listen to in his mid-80s Ford Bronco
Nice.
on the way to and from Champlain to
'Cause I
play
just
softball.
can't fight this feeling anymore.
Yeah, and like I said, it's more or less the band, but I went through and looked at the albums to see which CD had the most songs I would like. And
Yeah.
this is kind of the one that I came up with. So.
Is that? What else is on that one? That one's.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Like I said, these are just more shout-outs to my parents.
Yeah.
When I hear songs from either of the bands, that's who I think of. So.
Nice. It's a good one.
Don't worry, all the rest of them will be things I like.
I was going to say, I kind of follow the same thing as you. Well, kind of with one particular band. I was like, I could put 6 of their albums on here, but I'm not going to. I'm going to stick it to the one. But so like the next one for me would be again. I don't know why I went chronologically, but like 4th, 5th grade, I was given the Alien Ant Farm anthology album. And it introduced me to rock and metal, and I was hooked from Annie, Are You Okay? Not even being a huge Michael Jackson fan, but just being like, this is a pretty awesome song cover.
I honestly like the one, like the
I kind of like
one better.
I do too.
Are you?
You know, it's
okay.
I don't know anymore.
But there were some other really good ones on there, and then like one of them made it onto a Tony Hawk Pro Skater game, and I was like, oh yeah, I know that song. I think it was Wish, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3. But yeah, that was just an album that I listened to front to back around 4th or 5th grade. It was great.
Number 8. So my number 8 would be Flight of the Conchords.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's just a self-titled Flight of the Conchords one.
Business.
Yeah.
It's business time.
And also there's Huda Fafa. I forgot what other ones are. Oh, the hippopotamus one.
Oh yeah.
Hippopotamus flows like phosphorus, dropping off the top of its esophagus, rocking its metropolis.
He I know it's not Flight of the Conchords, but Jermaine does so much other. He does a lot of stuff in like he's done Rick and Morty, and he did he did the song in Moana.
He was a shiny guy.
Yeah, so shiny. And he does a lot. Like anytime I feel like he does a voice in something, they end up doing like a song in it for him.
He's like one of my biggest celebrity crushes.
Mm.
Like what? I don't know.
Who is?
Jermaine Clement. He's a.
I was called. It's like Clement.
Oh, I have no idea.
I think you might be right.
He is silent.
He's a New Zealand funny boy who can sing well.
Yeah, he was the crab in Moana.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Shiny.
he was also in Men in Black 3 as the villain.
He was also in Dinner for Schmucks as the guy who's the artist who's like raw animal power. You know that guy? No.
I think I've seen that.
Huh.
I've only seen parts of that movie. I actually need to. It's on Netflix. I should sit down and watch it. I've been meaning to.
I liked it a lot.
I'm trying to think of like he's been on shows a little bit too, besides Flight of the Conchords. But
yeah. Oh, What We Do in the Shadows. Is
oh yeah.
Also, Brett was in Lord of the Rings. The other guy on Flight of the Conchords.
Really what?
Mm-hmm. He was
Which
one of the elves.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Lord
I
of
did
the
not know
Rings.
Or no, it was The Hobbit.
Okay.
The 3 movies about returning jewelry to the store.
Yeah. Basically.
And walking.
Lots of walking.
The trees walked in those movies.
Oh, Ents were so cool.
I just there was a scene in Clerks 2 that's his like thing. He's like they're just like here's the first movie. He just walks. Here's the second movie. Oh, a little sideway.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the third movie. Walks, drops it in, walks away.
Basically, yeah. Number 8.
Mm-hmm.
Number 8.
Number 8. Huey Lewis in the News.
Ah,
Ooh, that's a good one.
Sports.
that's
Sports
a
is
really good one.
That's a really good one. Favorite song?
I don't know. There's 3 good ones on it.
Yeah, you
4.
can name all 3. Name all 3.
I can listen to most of it. Yeah. It's Harder Rock and Roll.
That one.
New Drug.
Ooh.
What else? I'm blanking now. But I had 3 in my head beforehand. But my brother and I listened to this song when we shared a car, Chevy Cavalier, and he messed with the headlights and turned them up a little, or tilted them up too high, so everybody thought we had our brights on all the time, so they'd flash us their brights when we were passing us. So, we kind of got sick of that, and we bought like a 7 million candle power spotlight, and when people do it, we'd shine it up the windshield at them.
That's horrible.
That's so great.
That's a really good idea, though.
It's a really, just a really
Illegal,
good.
maybe.
But I mean, like better than like any alternative, I guess, than doing nothing. I guess just
It is annoying to be
flash.
flashed all the time, and you're like, hey, they're not my.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could have just flashed our brights at them too. Hey,
yeah,
not our brights, but
right.
no, we just took it a step further and made him drive into a ditch. Couldn't see the road anymore. So,
The Notorious Bandits were at it again,
yeah.
flashing on Route 6.
So yeah, that's what that CD reminds me of.
Oh, that's great. Oh, where are we at? Number 8. I put number 8 at the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 soundtrack.
Ah.
It was so filled with songs that I absolutely loved. Guerrilla Radio by Rage Against the Machine, Millen Cullen's No Cigar, It actually probably was the first thing that introduced me to more punk rock than actually when I finally got around to listening to Blink.
Yeah.
Because there was like Bad Religion was on there, and Anthrax was on there.
Oh, the Guerrilla Radio was a remix though with
Oh, that's right.
the guy from Public Enemy.
That's right.
I like it.
Mos Def was on there on that album too. So it just kind of opened up my, like, obviously I was playing video games as I'm playing or listening to it, but like there wasn't any tracks that I would skip on that album. So I actually our old friend John gave me a lot of shit for it because he was just like, you can't be influenced by a video game soundtrack. I was like, I don't think you know this soundtrack.
P.S. I was wrong.
Were you?
I was thinking the wrong song.
Were you?
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, but that's a good song.
Yeah, that was Bring the Noise that had the guy from Public Enemy.
Yeah. Bring the noise.
That wasn't Guerrilla Radio.
No, but that's a good song though too.
Mm-hmm.
Again, the whole album was just so good that a lot of it. I ended up finding a lot of that music later and being like, oh, I love this guy or I love this band, and so yeah, it was a nice little find in youth. I was like 4th or 5th grade.
What is this? Number
7.
Okay. Mine is Led Zeppelin 4 album. So that had like Black Dog in it, Rock and Roll, Stairway to Heaven, and like Going to California. They're all really good songs. And I love that in, I don't know, 10th, 11th grade.
Wow, okay.
I was just in a spot where, I don't know, kind of angsty, but not really.
Yeah, it's like a fun, friendly kind of angst. Like, like, still rock and roll to me, let's go, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Led Zeppelin, I don't know if I'd call them happy.
No, you're right, Led Zeppelin. I mean, no, actually, that kind of brings me to a story of a guy, like, that I worked with at Target. He was such a Zeppelin fan. He was kind of weird about it. Like, Zeppelin was the only band he listened to, and he made sure you knew it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
there are some hardcore, like, Led Zeppelin or nothing.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I probably didn't listen to Zeppelin probably until junior or senior years, so I like just going back but again, it was easier then because I think that's when like more availability of searching music became easier. Mm-hmm. So, it's like Tool also.
Yeah, I think
people obsessed with Tool.
Yeah, I think I was more influenced with not only my dad's taste in music, because he would always pick us up and go places. Also, the radio, like there weren't a lot of options up north, so it's like country music or like shitty pop music from like 10 years prior,
right? Or
rock and roll. So I'm like, rock and roll.
Yeah. No, country music was the thing that I've always. My grandparents would listen to interesting country music that would be stuff that is really old country. Mm-hmm. Like I don't like anything new, pandery kind of stuff. Yeah. But no, that's cool.
Yeah. What's your 7?
My number 7 is my only soundtrack on here. Art of Flight.
What's that?
Snowboarding movie.
Ooh.
Made by Red Bull.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. That'd be pretty good, though. I bet it had a lot of good mix of rock and kind of all kinds of rock and hip hop a little bit.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. There were some highs and lows. I don't know. Overall, I could listen to it front to back and it's kind of chill.
Yeah.
A lot of my things out there are kind of chill.
I did forget to mention the Splashdown soundtrack is my only other thought on a video game soundtrack because that had SR-71's Right Now on it. That was a really good song. That was a banger.
I thought you were going to say Splash, the movie. I don't know what
I was so infixed with Splash, the movie.
You know, Tom Hanks and that.
I don't remember. Yeah. Every time I type it in, that's the first thing that tries to come up. I'm like, no. I don't need you, Tom Hanks.
I don't think I saw that movie. How old is that movie?
80s?
Was it the 80s? Yeah, late 80s.
Wasn't there a mermaid movie that just came out recently with, like, Willem Dafoe?
Oh, man, that sounds weird.
That sounds terrifying.
I'm into it.
He has, like, sex with it or something.
Oh, what?
I'll find it.
Are you talking about?
I just see his face, and I was watching on the plane.
Is it a merman?
The Grand Budapest Hotel he's in. And he's just creepy in that movie.
Yeah.
His smile, just.
I'll find it. Just keep going.
All right. Where are we at 7? This is an easy one. Middle school, Linkin Park, Meteora. I wasn't huge into I wasn't introduced to them. Everybody knew In the End from their first album. But then I think I would listen to Meteora front to back with my brother. I have a lot of camp. We used to go camping a lot as kids and camper camping, in a pop-up kind of thing. But we'd be on road trips to get to these places and be switching back and forth the CD player to listen to Meteora. With a sound, I've got another one that should have made the list, but I didn't want to repeat Linkin Park. They had another album that my brother and I would listen to, but it wasn't a mainstream one. It was one of their remixed ones, so it was kind of interesting. But
nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah.
And what are we at now? 6?
Yeah.
Oh, hey. Call back. Conway. Oh my god, Conway. Conway Twitty, everyone.
Kanye Twitty.
Kanye West. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy one.
Was
that yours too? Oh no.
For number 6? No.
That was the one after Graduation, wasn't it?
It's the power song. All that power. Okay.
Don't kill me.
And then
that was on
all
that
of
one?
the lights.
Oh yeah.
And then
Yeah, I think that was one after.
Yeah.
yeah. Hell of a Life is one too.
Because I remember, yeah, okay. I don't remember my Kanye albums besides Graduation and 808 and Heartbeats are the only two that I really remember because that was right at high school, college, kind of.
Yeah.
Mostly college, I guess.
Yeah.
But that's a good one, though.
I think Monster's on that one too. I'm friends with the monster.
Well, that's Eminem.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you weirdo. And that's Rihanna.
Well, Eminem, Rihanna, yeah.
What did I think? Jeez, what?
That's a good album, though.
Well, there's a
That's a good
Monster
album.
one in there.
Mm-hmm, sure.
There is, I think there is a song called Monster on there, right?
Yeah.
Don't believe you anymore.
Now I'm looking too.
I'm gonna play it.
Let's see. Oh, The Lighthouse. That was the movie with Willem Dafoe.
Oh, The Lighthouse.
And
That's
the
one.
new Batman.
Yeah, new Batman.
Robert Pattinson. And some other.
Oh, yeah.
So I sang the wrong one.
What are we on, 6?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Number 6. Kanye West.
What?
Graduation.
There it is!
What one does-
Graduation.
What does that one have on it?
Good morning.
Good morning. We used to listen to that in the Passion Pit every now and then.
Could have.
What's a passion pit?
That was our room in the College Street house.
Upstairs.
My friend from high school that went to Duluth freshman year with us, and he was the only one with a car, or one of the only two with a car. And when we were in his car, we'd be driving back from the cities. He'd be blasting Graduation pretty much every time. He was a huge Kanye West fan, so yeah, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm. We used to listen to it and play beer pong in the basement.
Oh, you know what? I kind of forgot. It'd probably be 11 on my list. But Kid Cudi. Oh.
He's honorably mentioned.
Nice. Okay.
He's an honorable mention, and not any of his actual mixtape. I was gonna say for when I hit college, A Kid Named Cudi was kind of one of those first hip hop ones where I was like, oh, this is something that I actually relate to.
Yeah.
But yeah, he didn't make the list for me either, but he was close. Him and Lupe. 6 for me was actually the Eminem Show.
Oh yeah. Well, look at that.
Because I was listening to that on the bus in middle school, like my buddy had it, and I would just listen to it on the bus ride home.
Nice.
And it was so good. That's when we thought we were cool because we could curse in the back of the bus.
Mm-hmm.
We thought we were so cool.
Eminem's got that song, Monster.
He does have that song, Monster. Something that goes like, turn the lights.
Jokes.
No, but that also was like the first time I'd ever listened to D12 too, because they were on one of the songs. I was listening to it today when the music stops. That was a good one. Yeah.
Okay, so number 5. Are we at?
Yes.
So this is where my witchy vibes come in. Fleetwood Mac Rumors.
Oh.
So don't stop thinking about tomorrow. In Dreams.
Stop.
And
Is that the Ocean Spray song?
yeah.
That's a good.
And then Go Your Own Way is a good one. You can go your own way.
Which one was Rihanna? Rihanna on? Wasn't that the song? Didn't they have a song?
Yeah.
Rihanna. I don't remember which album that is though.
That Rumors one was a banger though, so maybe that one.
Fleetwood Mac was like my mom loved Fleetwood Mac, so I definitely was around like that type of music.
She doesn't love them anymore.
Oh, I'm sure she would still, especially she'd start blaring it and start singing it. But
yeah. Have you seen that Vine? I think of that horse bopping along to Dreams.
No,
Oh,
it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody,
and that Ocean Spray guy.
Zephyr just reposted, "Surprise, motherfucker! Surprise, motherfucker!"
Yeah,
Surprise.
I was watching that post on Instagram when Ariel sent it to me on Saturday.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
it's a good one.
Let's see, my number 5 is one of my 2 greatest hits albums on here, and it's Styx' greatest hits album.
Ooh,
Good one.
ooh, that's a good one.
Just because that's what my dad listened to. He
Yeah.
actually listened. Or he might have had the individual, but
I actually got to see Dennis DeYoung live in person in like a small 50-person venue.
Dang.
It was really fun. He played Mr. Roboto. It was pretty great.
my brother and I used to listen to that and walk around the family room like robots.
Domo, domo. Domo, domo.
Yeah.
So great.
Number 5.
Surprisingly, this one comes in at number 5, and it's Blink-182's Enema of the State, the only Blink album to make the list.
Wow.
And I only put it at number 5. It probably would be number 1 because they became my all-time favorite band. But I was introduced to them late. It was like 7th or 8th grade. And then I listened to that album like at night before sleeping or like in things. And I also had like a sad tragedy note. A friend of ours killed himself, and like he was a big Blink fan, and like Adam's song was kind of like, it kind of was hitting at that right time. So Enema wasn't even my favorite album as time progressed, but it's the one that had probably the most influence.
Right.
Although I still, to this day, and even back then, was not a big fan of all the small things. Can I listen to it? Yes. Is it my first choice? Absolutely not.
Yeah. But you'll still dance along to it.
Yeah. I'll be reluctant, like, we couldn't have picked another one, but I'll get into it.
Right.
But yeah, that's where Blink falls. Actually, bands related that made it higher.
Yeah, I'm surprised. That was kind
Yeah.
of lower. Okay, 4 is Beetles, and it was really hard for me to choose one or the other. I really like Abbey Road, but Revolver. That's Revolver was sort of in the middle, and then Abbey Road was at the end. But
which ones were on that one?
Which one? The middle one?
Revolver.
So Eleanor Rigby.
I
love that song. That was like,
look at all the lonely people. Somebody made in my graphic design class in high school. We had to make flash animation videos, and somebody made a flash animation to that song.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
And there's also For No One. That's a good one. And then Got to Get You Into My Life. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
It's gonna be a controversial statement. I like the Beatles, but they've never been a favorite of mine. I know.
I'm one
of those people.
I feel like that's now the thing to say.
I don't see it. I guess and that's true because I say it, and that's why I tiptoe around saying that I'm not a big fan because I'm like, I don't hate them.
Yeah.
Because I do enjoy their music, but I've never been like a diehard fan,
Mm-hmm.
and that's kind of the line I cross where I'm like, oh, it's good if it's on. I'm not going to say no. But.
Yeah. Earlier on, they did steal a lot of rock songs from people, especially like the black community, which was not good. Same with Rolling Stones.
It's like most of early music is amazingly just ripping off songs of the past. Like
Elvis.
I went down a rabbit hole of the song "The House of the Rising Sun" by the
I
Animals.
love that one. Yeah.
Such a good song. It predates like the 1700s, the original. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's good.
I'm not much of a Beatles fan either.
Yeah. Sorry.
I'll acknowledge that they're a good band.
Mm-hmm.
They constructed rock and roll as it is. Okay. I don't know why I keep on saying rock and roll.
They helped. The Stones helped, and there's so many good punk bands that kind of took it in such a fun direction.
A little difference between them and Slipknot.
Yeah.
Where were we at?
4.
Number 4.
Number 4 is my second and last greatest hits album, and it is Diamonds by Elton John.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good one. I like Elton John. And that just brought me my daughter really likes the song. I'm still standing better than I ever did. So yeah, she was singing it the other 2 days ago, and it's been 3 days ago, whatever it was. And it's been stuck in my head ever since.
Yeah, I kind of got a kick back into him from that movie that they made, Rocket Man.
Oh yeah, how is that?
It's all right.
Yeah. I do want to see it. I've heard Taryn's pretty good in it.
My mother can't get over the sex scene.
Oh.
There was a sex scene? I watched that with my mom and sister.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, him and the guy from Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get it. Oh yeah.
I mean, it's not really a sex scene. It's more like an implied sex scene, but
That's
my mom can't get over it.
Yeah. Happens.
It's a good movie, though.
It is. Oh, good. I do want to see it.
It's worth a watch. I mean, if you've seen Bohemian Rhapsody.
I also need to see that one as well. I also want to see that one. Queen
that's
should
that
have
one.
made this list, but I didn't. I really didn't listen to Queen a lot until later. Oh, all right.
Told you I'm an old man.
Number 4 for me was I started listening to Blink after Blink. I had kind of already broken up for the most part, or was on that verge.
Thanks.
But going back through their stuff.
Yeah, we heard it.
Going back through their stuff, I was introduced to side projects, and that number 4 is Boxcar Racer, which was Tom and Travis's more punky sounding band.
You feel so?
And that's on here. I feel so down. I loved that album, and to this day, I can still listen to it front to back more than I can some Blink albums. So definitely,
I can only listen to that one song.
I like that one. There's
I'm
Cat Like Thief. My First Punk Song, which is like just a really quick, ridiculous song about giving somebody, or no, him having not having a dick at the end. It's just kind of goofy, giving somebody chlamydia or something. I don't remember how it goes exactly, but
Just
it's been a little
Ken
while.
doll down there.
Yeah, I've got no dick. Yeah, but yeah.
Nice.
Just fun stuff that was like, and again, I'm still going chronological. So we're like hitting sophomore, junior year of high school. So
sounds like a Little Dicky song.
Little Dicky.
I actually went through and thought about which I didn't go.
Yeah,
I
tried to
number 10 to 1.
form favorites.
I wanted to, but because then that's when all the honorable mentions started to come up, where I was like, I might as well just go chronological.
Yeah. Okay. Number 3. I kind of contemplated putting this one a bit lower, but I feel like it helped me with my single time in my early 20s.
One Republic, apologize.
It's too late.
Oh my god, I was in high school.
Oh, I guess.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, I was a senior in high school, I think, when that song came out, but like we listened to it a lot.
Third year of college.
It's Beyonce Lemonade.
Ooh, okay.
Hold up now. Yeah.
Milk,
And then
milk,
sorry.
lemonade. Around the corner, fudge is made. And there's two elves over there making fudge in an alleyway. How'd they know? Anyways, sorry.
Yeah, it was just like good women power around that time. So like, that Formation song was good. And All Night.
Please tell me Lady Gaga's made your list then.
Uh-uh.
Oh, I loved Lady Gaga's
I do like Lady Gaga.
Fame Monster. Is it Fame Monster?
First one?
Yeah. That was a banger. That was a great album.
There are some bangers on there. Poker Face.
Poker Face. Can't read my... Alright, sorry. Well, I could go down that for days. That was a lot of college fun, actually, is listening to that album.
Man, I'm so young. I was
Lady
in high
Gaga?
school still.
Yeah, we used to bump some of their songs in the basement.
Yeah.
I called it there. Anyways, number 3 for me, Shiny Toy Guns.
Ooh,
We Are Pilots.
that is a great album.
I don't know that one.
Really? That's a banger album. I definitely recommend checking that one. God, if they're not on my
Shiny
Spotify,
Toy
they
Guns?
should be. I have not listened to... No, they are. Okay. Shiny Toy Guns has some really great music.
Yeah. I bought them in college, and I'd sit in my car and just listen to it in the driveway.
The disco.
This
That
one
was
seems
like
so weak.
that was like the
compared
big
to
one.
that
Oh, good. Yes, I am following them. It's like
Yeah, they haven't done anything recently.
no, it's been a while.
Yep.
But like yeah, that 2008, 2009, they were hitting it big. That kind of reminds me of my number 2. We're not there yet, but
Yeah, you'll like my top 2.
all right, cool. Number 3 for me, finishing off my apparent love of Tom DeLonge, is Angels and Airwaves, I Empire, which was their second album. I loved their first one, but I just have so much more nostalgia for their second one, because it was the first time I got to go see them live in concert. I got to meet the band, like we met the band at Best Buy,
That's
like a
cool.
group of our friends. Did not bring anything to sign, so I just said something stupid to him, like, I came to support the band!
Oh, God.
It was so bad. But
They're like, okay.
he was like, oh, cool, thanks. I was just like, yeah, all right, bye.
They're probably so used to that
Yeah.
awkward stuff.
Why don't you just have them sign your t-shirts?
I think I was wearing like some bullshit t-shirt that I was like, oh, I don't want them to sign this, but I probably should have. But yeah, it was still fun to just kind of go through. I was gonna bring my CD to get it signed, but I think that was the first CD of theirs that I bought too. Like I don't think I bought their first one. I think I burned the first one. Back when that was a thing, to burn a CD.
I thought you were there to support the band.
I was.
Yeah,
I had already-
supporting their music.
I already bought their CD and I bought tickets to their show. I felt like that was fine.
Yeah.
No, it's not fine. They want the
No.
revenue from that first CD.
That's true. They're gonna come after it now. But yeah, but I've seen every show that they've had since, so that's why they do. Not only was it later on for me chronologically, but it was also just kind of their. I've seen them live so many times that I feel they deserve higher ranking.
Yeah. This one's so much lighter than that one.
A little more burpy,
Mm-hmm.
Less malty.
less malty.
Okay, so number 2s. So I really like Queen. It was hard for me to choose an album exactly.
Greatest hits.
Yeah, greatest hits.
I know, but
It's 2 discs.
I thought
Yep.
I thought that was like a no for this.
Oh no, there was no taboo on
Okay,
that one.
then I'd say that one.
Yeah, we had this whole discussion.
Okay,
You were in the thread.
you had so many texts, and I worked until 9.
And she
That wasn't
cared
last
so
night.
little.
We had when we first talked about it.
Oh,
Well,
so many texts.
Because Justin was like, can we do soundtracks? I'm like, ooh, I mean,
Yeah, I literally just wanted it for the Tony Hawk soundtrack.
Oh, gotcha.
Because I think the idea of like mixtapes was coming up, and I was just like,
Oh yeah, and I did mixtapes too, and I made fun of you.
yeah, I
Everyone
was
wants,
like, there's no
yeah,
mixtapes.
nobody wants Justin and Claudia's love mix 6. How is Claudia?
She's fine.
Okay.
So all right, so number 2 would be
Queen.
Queen Greatest Hits?
Yeah.
Good choice.
Greatest Hits, yeah.
Mhm.
No, is it?
Well, it was Night at the Opera because I thought we had to choose a specific album.
Well, yeah, I did that, but yeah.
Yeah,
There's some
that one
bands
has
where I just
like
can't.
Bohemian Rhapsody, You're My Best Friend.
Is Don't Stop Me Now on that one?
No, I don't think so.
How about Fat Bottom Girls?
No.
Fat Bottom
Oh, come on.
Girls.
How about Bicycle?
No. Amazing on a
Bicycle.
Sunday afternoon.
We Will Rock You?
No. See,
You
greatest
should've
hit.
picked
I'm gonna go
Greatest
greatest
Yeah, you
hits.
should have picked Greatest Hits.
I'm gonna reverse that. Go greatest hits.
Under Pressure?
That has to be greatest hits too.
Oh, yeah, that's up there.
And then I love the instrumental of God Save the Queen. What they do.
Oh, yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
I have a Queen live at Wembley here somewhere on Blu-ray.
Ooh.
See, I
It
don't
might be
think
in there.
Stairway to Heaven should be the greatest rock song of all time. I think Bohemian Rhapsody should win that. For sure.
It was, okay, so...
It has made-up words.
Sure.
Scaramouche?
Scaramouche,
Can you do the
Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? Cool little side thing. I was listening to Josh Gaz does those reunited aparts or whatever, where he gets movies, like the cast of movies to come back together and talk. And he did Wayne's World.
Oh.
And they had Queen, like the surviving members of Queen come on, and they told Mike Myers, they were like, hey, we actually, we showed it to Freddie, the scene, and he really enjoyed it. And Mike Myers, it was his first time hearing this, that Freddie Mercury really loved it and enjoyed it, and he was like, we didn't think we'd ever going to make it to America again. And he was like, that movie kind of helped boost it back up.
Yeah,
cool.
And made it cool
Number one
again. Yeah, like as a kid, I think I remember watching that movie when I was like 5 and being like, this scene is awesome.
Mhm.
And like, we'd be jumping around as 5-year-old kids to bang into that song.
Mhm.
Yeah, so
I feel like you
Rhapsody.
can't not do that when that.
Oh, yeah.
That
Yeah. And
point. Yeah.
Headbang.
that came into the discussion of kids were just naturally all of a sudden out of nowhere, just like that
Mhm.
just becomes part of it now. And thanks to Wayne's World, but that's cool. It's a good one. It's a good one.
I popped my pee really hard into that mic
Excuse me?
piece ago. I'm not gonna do it again.
Potter.
I don't like that.
What's your number 2?
Did you go number 2?
Number 2, Kid Cudi, Man on the Moon.
Yeah, Man on the Moon 2. Good
Yeah,
one. Good
That was the
one.
one we used to bang in the
My
passion pit.
mojo's so dope, bitch. My mojo's so dope.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That
that
one
one.
escaped me.
Is that Pursuit
I-
of
Mr.
Happiness?
Rager.
Oh, Mr. Rager is really good.
I think Man on the Moon Part 2 is my favorite Kid Cudi album, and then followed very closely by A Kid Named Cudi, which was I liked better than Man on the Moon or Man on the Moon Part 1, which was like his first debut album. This was like the mixtape he made just before it.
Mhm.
There was a lot of better songs on there. Like it was very pot-headed-y, kind of like
Roll a
stonery, crush
Take
a
a
bit, little bit. And then there was other ones like too, like there was a song about God, I feel so dumb not remembering. It was about like a strand of weed from Hawaii.
Oh.
Like he had a whole song about it. So my stoner roommate introduced me to Kid Cudi. And so The Kid Named Cudi was the first album that I listened to freshman year, and I was just like, "This is great!" Like,
Yeah.
But like all the other stuff was really good too. Where I was like, I never did smoke before at that point. Like at that point, so I was just like, "Oh, this music's cool!" Like it just had him being kind of a weird guy. It was kind of interesting. But
Mhm.
yeah, but Mr. Rager.
I used to love the music video for Mojo, so dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the one that he had with Kanye on there too. That's a good one.
Not
Erase
Day-
Me.
Yeah.
Erase Me.
Yeah.
I love Day and Night too.
Day and Night's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
not
That isn't on, that isn't on part 2, but Day and Night's a great one. That was the first one I think I had ever listened to.
Mm-hmm. It was a cool music video.
Yeah. Yeah, I regret. I'll get to the honorable mentions. So number 2 for me was MGMT's Oracular Spectacular. Listened to it I was introduced to it like senior year. So like Kids was good and Time to Pretend, Electric Feel, but like the whole album itself at the time, I think it was towards the end of senior year that it came out, and I was just like, oh, this album, like my buddy's like, you'll like this album, and I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot, and yeah, just fell in love
really
with it.
cool.
Yeah. Just remember it being such a, and then they had like a couple other songs I liked over time, but now they're kind of like a band that I can't say I've listened to anything too new from them. I think I've tried the last couple albums, but they're very different. They're psychedelic,
oh,
for
really?
sure.
Mm.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay, this is a number 1 slot. This is only because it's kind of recent. So Paul Simon's Graceland.
Interesting.
Really
Yeah.
recent, yeah.
Well, not recent, but I've been really into it lately.
Oh, okay. So you've been recent for you getting into it. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So that "Call Me Al" song,
Mhm.
"Diamonds in the Soles of My Shoes," Graceland, obviously.
Yeah.
Then "I Know What I Know." Yeah. I don't know. I love his lyrics compared to his voice because his voice is so soft, but his lyrics are so like sharply pointed.
Mhm.
I don't know.
I feel like you'd be good at the backup vocals on You Can Call Me Al. The
Oh, thank you.
that'd be your jam.
I thought you were going, ooh. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
that too.
Thank you.
But more or less the low voice.
Yeah.
Is that good?
See, you know that. Yeah.
It's all you, Annie. It's all you.
Yeah. You'd be just doing some dance away from the microphone,
Yeah.
and then your part came in.
Maybe that's why I like it. Only.
Yeah. And he's like, this is my jam. This is where I'm in.
Wait, my part's coming.
Shit.
I don't know why I got all blushy.
I had it playing out in my head there too. Number 1. This band's already been mentioned by somebody, not me. Willow?
Willow.
Ariel?
Hello.
Ariel's also
Ariel.
blushy.
She's red.
What?
You're tan, I meant, not red.
I
She's
am red.
red.
I was just working out.
Did you use my bench?
Yeah, a little bit.
Nice. Can you wipe it off, please? There's disinfectant towels right there, please.
Nope.
I said please. This is the 3rd time I've said it, okay? If I have to say it again, I'm just going to throw it out the window.
Fits. Bring it home with me. It's perfect.
What's number 1 for you? Number 1? Did you say it? Oh.
Yeah, number 1.
Hey, number 2.
Scrubs strips.
Linkin Park
Nice.
hybrid series.
Ah, there it is.
Because that came out when I was in high school.
It was a good album.
In about 10th grade, got my own car finally. And that was the CD that was in the player.
Reanimation was the one my brother and I had in our car. So it's close enough to Hybrid Theory because it was all remixes with a lot of hip-hop artists and stuff like that. And my brother and I just loved that album.
But I can listen to that front and back.
Yeah.
And it's only like 45 minutes long, so I get upset. Because I'm like, oh, that was it?
Yeah. I have like a couple that are 28 minutes, so I'm like, wow, this is lightning fast.
Mhm.
It's like an atmosphere album that's 28 minutes. I'm just like, all right, I guess I can blow through this pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was their first CD, and like, yeah, I can listen to song by song. If it's not on shuffle, I can I can basically just sing pretty much the whole way through.
Yeah.
Because I know which songs come next and when they start and all that crap. And then if I listen to just one of the songs off the CD, I'll like think about the next song starting after the one song ends, even though it's just on a shuffle between a playlist of songs. So
I can certainly do that with Blink albums, but surprisingly, with my number 1, I really love this band now. But again, it was just this. It was that first time in college where I started listening to a band, and then other people would be like, "Hey, have you heard this band?" I'd be like, "Yes, I've been listening to it forever." And it was Mumford and Sons, "Sigh No More," and I really love that album too. And it was the first, like, there were other bands like. Around that same time, I was listening to a little bit more softer stuff. Where I just a year or two prior, like started listening to like Death Cab and kind of more alty kind of stuff. And that was like the first one that was like kind of more folks alty.
Mhm.
And so it was kind of just something very different. So it was kind of, to me, that was like the last super influential. Like now, I didn't include anything that it was like, that I'm listening to now. Like I'm really liking all that Aussie punk.
Yeah.
But like, that's just too new for me. So I was like, oh, that was like the last really good one. But yeah, Simon, I have to say Lupe Fiasco's The Cool is probably one that I honorably mentioned. And also Atmospheres When Life Gives You Lemons, because that was the first time I was actually introduced to music that I'm like, oh, that's local, and that's just really good. Like,
yeah. I like Prof a lot.
Prof was good. I saw Prof at Duluth when he came. Breaking Benjamin was another one too that didn't quite make the list, but Phobia was such a good album. And then I went back and listened to more. But
they're one of the only bands I've seen in concert.
I was such a, like I said, prior to Blink-182, I was such a rock person that and my brother was such a rock person, he wouldn't really want to listen to any of my alt-punky, emo-y crap. So, like, rock was kind of like our, hey, yeah, we can listen to System of a Down or Korn or, like, all that kind of stuff. So, like, the car playlist really kind of made what was majority of what was played until I got an iPod and started actually downloading music.
Yeah, they came to Duluth. Breaking Benjamin did.
Ooh, nice.
In fall of 06?
Yeah, so
fall of 07.
That would have been right around Phobia, which is my favorite album that has like Diary of Jane and.
I think they were second or third on the bill out of 4. I think Skillet opened.
Ooh, that's a good.
I think it went into Seether.
Nice.
Or Breaking Benjamin. I don't remember. Or they flip-flopped, and then 3 Days Grace.
3 Days Grace was the... Okay, I was going to say, that to me, I was like, it's either 3 Days Grace or Avenged Sevenfold, because I know they used to tour together, too.
Nice.
Yeah. What is...
And that was at the Old Deck.
Oh. So. I think I'd gone to the Old Deck once before it became the New Deck.
I don't think I ever did.
Really?
No, it was closed by the time you got up there.
The New Deck was where we saw Tosh, right?
No, that was like the...
Oh, that's the old...
Theater.
Yeah.
I think I was a little too drunk for that show.
Me too. I don't remember a lot of it.
I don't remember a lot of it either.
I remember his dogs came out in the beginning, and that was about it.
Wait.
Definitely.
Tosh?
Daniel Tosh.
Oh.
Comedian.
Okay.
Sean and I were up in the nosebleeds.
Errol and Zeph decided to get their own tickets.
Yeah.
It's weird being drunk at a comedy show, like super duper drunk. It's like, whoa, I'm not in the environment for this.
At this, the 2, it was Tosh when he was in Duluth, and I was drunk for that, and I was really drunk for Dane Cook at Target Center.
I
remember none of it.
Yeah, that's almost too bad.
Because we were drinking on the way down, and I was double fisting at the show.
That's more recent. Yeah, I don't remember much of Tosh. Segura, I remember mostly because it was right before Ball Hog, his latest stand-up special, so he was kind of he already had the rhythm down. Thankfully, I don't remember much of Delia's. We were at the taping of his comedy special, so with everything going on with him right now, it's kind of like, oh, yeah. But Nick and I were a little inebriated for that show. Nick passed out, and I don't remember a lot of the jokes. So it was kind of like, oh, yeah. We're here, but I don't remember any of this.
Yeah, I've been at the Acme too many times when I've been a little, like, too past the point of too buzzed.
Oh, sure.
And, I don't know, just, like... I don't want to be that drunk person going like, whoa! Or like shushing that one girl. Do you remember that time when we went to Acme?
I haven't been to Acme.
You haven't?
No.
Well, Ariel for sure was there, but because we kept on shushing her.
Yeah,
this girl who shushed us.
I don't even know who it is.
So we're like, shh, back to
I'm
her.
sure. I bet that. I'm surprised whoever was doing stand-up was not like being like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I did go to a comedy show with you. I was at that bar over in Minneapolis, and I had the trans lady was like the first person up.
Was it the Crane? Was it the Crane?
I'm not sure.
We were there with Zeph. Were you there too?
No, my brother was there.
Oh.
The other my other
me.
Yeah, the duplicate was there.
It was a cool bar in like.
Yeah, right off. Yeah, right.
I have no idea where that was.
Close to the U.S. Bank there.
Oh, was it the Comedy Corner?
North side.
That sounds.
By Bullwinkles? Right across the bridge?
I think it was just a bar, and they had open mic.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Because I was gonna say, yeah, Comedy Underground Corner Bar has its own thing downstairs.
Yeah, I've been at Corner Bar, and that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one was a couple blocks north of U.S. Bank.
Okay. Yeah, I've done... I haven't really done too many of them.
Yeah, this was
down
like
there.
a weeknight. We were there, and then we went to some other bar afterwards, and I'm like, it's like 1 o'clock on like a Thursday. I have to wake up.
Yeah.
Well, doing that, like when I was going and doing open mics, like, yeah, there was a lot of 1 a.m. mornings where I was just like, I'm down here way too late just to try and get sets in, kind of a thing. But
God, I kind of miss that, like being
irresponsible with time.
Irresponsible for a little bit, yeah.
Being able to go out.
And actually being able to like wake up at 8 and feel okay and be like, okay, back to work.
Yeah, that never returns. But I'm still like on the idea of like as soon as stuff kind of reopens more, I'm like I definitely want to get back into doing those. So
yeah.
I'm like I'm gonna be so tired.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be back to so tired so soon.
True. Irresponsibility.
Yeah.
P.O. break.
Yeah, we can.
I gotta cut that. Just leave.
Potty time.
Yeah, I have to cut all that.
Potty.
I cut all that.
I wonder, we're at an hour and 14. Do you think we're okay
For what?
to pause and record the intro? Or is there something? Oh yeah, we gotta get to the. No, we gotta do the hip hop. We gotta do the hip hop corner.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're in a hip hop corner. 1 second. We'll take a pause break here. We'll take a pause break. And we're back. I'm excited to see what we're doing for hip hop corner.
I'm gonna have to cut that out now too. Just start talking.
All right.
I try to do seamless transitions.
Okay.
Sometimes it doesn't work out that well, especially if there's like background noise. Because on
Yeah.
the last one, I cut out quite a bit, and it goes from like Annie doing one thought, and then like there's like I cut out like 20 minutes of stuff with. I was like, well, I don't even want that on the podcast.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
And then it's still her talking, but it's like totally different. Totally different topic.
In all fairness, listening to when Dax Shepard started his podcast, I started right when he started it, and there was a few episodes where I was like, "Oh, that's a harsh cut."
Yeah.
It is. I do wait for a silence, and then it's just like, yeah.
That's
Because
that's half of what I do for video editing for clips is literally just wait for it, quiet, cut it, slice it, and we're good.
Yeah.
because I just started like talking about some issue, and then that led into like some 15-20 minute tangent, and then Andy comes back in. So what were you talking about? Yeah. So
Yeah.
if you guys ever actually do listen to it.
I actually surprisingly
I
I don't
listened to one.
I have listened.
Recently.
I have listened, and I've. It's not that I can't listen to myself. It's just I don't prefer to.
Yeah. It's kind of like, oh God, that thing is out there in public. Only 4 people have listened to it, but still.
For me, it's more of just like God. It's like listening to my brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of those views are me. Sorry.
It's all good. It's all good.
It's good background
I
noise.
was gonna say 40 times though. That's pretty good in some of those early
Couple
episodes.
of them, yeah.
Mm-hmm. 40?
Then people got sick of
We have
us.
about 40 views of the first few episodes. Yeah,
People got sick of us.
we just gotta push through.
Who wants to go first?
I say Annie goes first. All right, I'll go first.
Poet Malone up first?
Poet Malone.
Okay, well done. Talk amongst yourselves.
A boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop.
Beep-a-dee-ba-dee-dee-beep.
No making up words.
Hachi-pachi, machi-machi. Hachi,
Should-
machi.
You know what's
What?
thinking of making up words? I'm listening to my kids try to like make up languages and stuff like that. I'm just like, it sounds very racist.
Oh, does it?
Just listening to but again, it's not like it isn't because it's just them trying to make up words, which just sounds it sounds like what stupid people use is like accents that they don't understand.
Yeah.
So it's just like, oh, they're trying to be cute and trying to make up their own language, but it just sounds like
Yeah, they're super
bigots,
innocent
like
about it.
bigots. It's just like,
Yeah.
oh, this. I feel bad, but you're
You're saying
trying.
things like ching chong.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's just like Apparently just stupid people use these all the time. This is good stand-up material. This better not make the podcast. I want it for stand-up.
Say it.
God. But it's true, though, because, yeah, exactly. That's exactly how I feel about it, where I'm just like, that. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. It was just like, ching-cha, cha-ching-cha, and I'm just like, that's so bad, I better call Nick.
I mean, it doesn't mean it's like they probably aren't.
They have no idea.
all.
No, they're just trying to make up words.
No.
They're just trying to make their own language without understanding how to do it. And I wasn't like, hey, that's not okay. I was just like,
Yeah.
cool, great, good job.
Some kids, though, they don't have filters at all. Like, Amy, Chewy's mom, was telling me about when he was a kid. He would go up to ladies in restaurants and be like, you have a big butt. Like, just like rude things like that. And you, like, you can't, I mean, but kids say whatever the hell they want.
Yeah. My youngest asked me, she's just like, when are you having another baby? Because their mom's having another baby. And I was just like, I need to have somebody in my life that would happen. And my older daughter looks at me and is like, yeah, that's not happening. I was like, yeah, it's definitely not.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah.
But,
Disrespect. That's what you're harboring.
Disrespect?
Yeah.
Am I?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Be more respectful.
Quite disrespectful of your children.
Have more children? Is that what
To
you
have
said?
more
No,
children?
I said that's quite disrespectful of your children.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're calling him disrespectful.
She's 3. I'll let it
No,
slide.
the other one.
Oh.
That's not happening.
She's not wrong.
Should have left her here when you flew her sister home.
Actually, she was just like, can't we just go to Grandma's? I was just like, no, we're not going to Grandma's.
Justin, I sent you the...
All right.
Annie, you're welcome. I didn't want to send this one to you.
Thank you.
It's pretty vulgar.
You heard what I said. We need to make our way to the bed. And you can start using your head. You like to fuck? Have your legs open all in the butt. Do it up slapping ass cause the sex gets rough. Switch the positions and ready to get down to business so you can see what you've been missing. You might had some, but you never had none like this. Just wait till you see my dick. Hey, bitch, wait till you see my dick. Wait till you see my dick. Hey, bitch, wait till you see my dick. I'ma beat that pussy up. Yeah, bitch, wait till you see my dick. Wait, you see my dick? Hey, bitch, wait till you see my dick. I'ma beat that pussy up.
Bravo!
That's the whisper song by the Yin Yang Twins.
Oh my god!
Oh, really?
Yeah. See, that's what they're whispering. Oh no, this is the second. That's the second of the chorus.
Oh my god, that'd be a lot to whisper.
Yeah. Hey, bitch, wait till you see my dick.
See, that's why I did send that one to you. Well, not because of the dick part, just because I feel like
Because you have a, you know.
you get the
have
vulgar
more
things all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Pay, as you call it.
Pay.
Yeah, you did get WAP last time, so that's fair.
I'm actually not that familiar with this song, so I'm not really sure what's... Yeah, so...
If it has another N-word in it.
I think you should be safe.
Good.
Because it's a white person.
You know.
You never know.
Yeah.
Never know.
It's Eminem.
M&M's?
Well, he's well...
I gotta find
I think he's accepted by all. So
Yeah.
he'd probably be one of the only people that could say it without being in trouble.
I'm sure he's said it. But
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. But, no, I don't know, actually. I don't know.
I don't know.
But I feel like he'd be one of the only ones that could get away with it and not be instantly belittled or ridiculed about it.
Right.
Like I said, I'm not familiar with this song,
Okay.
so I'm not sure if you are very much as well.
Well, How do I read this?
However,
Okay. Ugh, you're a monster. I can swallow a bottle of alcohol, and I feel like Godzilla. Better hit the deck, like the card dealer. My whole squad's in here, walking around the party. A cross between a zombie apocalypse and a big Bobby. The brain Heenan, which is probably the same reason I wrestle with mania. Shady's in this bitch, I'm possed up. Consider it to crossing a costly mistake. If they sleeping on me, the hoes better get insomnia. ADHD, hydroxycut, Passacavossier, hey. In A with AK, Malay, finna set it up like a play date. Better vacate, retreat like a vacay mayday. This beat is cray cray. Ray J. H-A. Laughing all the way to the bank. I spray flames. They cannot tame or placate the A. That's it.
Which is this D? Is this one of his D12 ones, or is this like later Eminem?
I could play it. I don't know.
Is that Eminem?
It is Eminem.
Ah.
The second you said Shady, I was like, oh yeah, it's Eminem.
Yeah. That was some good kind of
It's
silly
Godzilla.
lyrics. I like them.
Oh, it's Godzilla. Yeah, that's later. That's newer Eminem.
Yeah, music to be murdered by.
Yeah.
I just gulped on mic.
Oh yeah, him and Juice WRLD.
Juicy J.
Oh, Juice WRLD.
Juice WRLD.
Juice twirl.
You got Juice WRLD. We need a name for you. We got Pope Malone over there.
Dizzy.
Dizzy reads. I don't know. Something about reading poetry. Poet Malone was just too good.
That's a good one. Yeah, it's hard to top that. I was trying to think of like Iggy Azalea, but different, but punny. I don't know.
Lady Pop Rocks. I don't know. It just sounds fun to me. I love making up band names. My favorite, to this day, still my favorite is Fire on the Poop Deck. Would be my pop punk
That's a good one.
group. Ladies and gentlemen, we are Fire on the Poop Deck.